Hello everyone, welcome to Competition Safari. Today's topic will be ratios. You have seen in our previous videos how we are using ratios to simplify our solutions, like the videos on time and work, pipes and cisterns. And we will continue to use the method of ratios and proportions in our other topics. Now in this video, we'll be discussing introduction to ratios, some basic problems, and the word problems that you come across in your examinations. Let's see. So what ratio means? Here we have some tomatoes and some apples, and we need to find the ratio of apples to tomatoes. The ratio of apples to tomatoes. So the total number of apples we have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 apples, and tomatoes is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 tomatoes. So the ratio of apples to tomatoes is 6 to 9. We can also denote it as 6 to 9. We know that the ratios can be reduced to its simplest forms. So 6 and 9 both are multiples of 3. They can be reduced to 2 to 3. So the ratio will be 2:3 for apples to tomatoes. What it means that it is giving us a relation between two quantities. A relation between two quantities. So the ratios of apples to tomatoes is 2:3. If we see it like, if we divide the total number of apples and tomatoes into 3 groups with equal ratios, we'll have 2 apples and 3 tomatoes in one group. In the second group we have 2 apples and 3 tomatoes, and in the third group also we have 2 apples and 3 tomatoes. So the number of apples and tomatoes is same in each group. One thing to remember is the order of the ratios. Previously we discussed the ratio of apples to tomatoes. Let's see the ratio of tomatoes to apples. So the ratio of tomatoes to apples will be total number of tomatoes to total number of apples, which is 9:6. Reducing it into its simplest form will be 3:2. So when we take ratios, it's necessary for us to focus on the order of the ratios. If we inverse the ratio, we need to inverse the order of the ratios of the quantities as well. Now let's see some basic problems on ratios. The ratio of boys to girl is 2:7. The total number of students is 1458. What is the total number of girls? So we have a group of students where we have 2 boys and 7 girls. So the group consists of 2 boys and 7 girls. And we need to find the total number of girls. Let's look at this question like the total number of girls upon total number of students. So the total number of girls is in this group is 7, and the total number of students is 2 plus 7, which is 9. So if we take a group of students where we have 7 girls, and we take another group of students which is a larger group, but the ratio remains same in that group as well. So the number of girls will be X. The total number of students will be 1458, which is equal to the ratio of 7:9. We see that it is divisible 1, 6, 2. So the total number of girls will be 7 times of 162, which is 4, 3, 1, 1, 3, 4. So here we are able to find the total number of girls from the whole group. Next question. So sometimes you come across questions like where you are given a group of ratios and you need to find the cumulative ratios for all the numbers. Using the traditional method, you need to multiply each quantity with the other ratios, but we won't be doing that today. However, we'll be taking a different approach, which is A is to B, B is to C, C is to D, and D is to E. You are given the values of A is to B, B is to C, C is to D, and D is to E. What you need to find out is the ratio of A is to B is to C is to D is to E. Let's write down the values. 1 is to 2, 3 is to 4, 6 is to 9, and 12 to 16. So the last quantity remains as it is. Let's see. Here we can simplify it in its simplest form, which is 2 is to 3. Let's take a look. When D is 12, E is 16. When D becomes 12, C becomes 8. So we have C is to D as 12 is to 8 and D is to E as 12 is to 16. Now when C becomes 8, D becomes 12. When C becomes 8, B becomes 6. So the ratio of B is to C becomes 6 is to 8. When B was 6, C was 8. When B becomes 6, A becomes 3. So the new ratios for A is to B is 6 is to 3. Now your cumulative ratios for A is to B is to C. Let's write down. A is to B is to C is to D is to E. It becomes 3 is to 6 is to 8 is to 12 is to 16. So here we didn't have to take the traditional route and multiply each quantity with the others. Next question. The ratio of milk to water in a 40-liter mixture is 3 is to 1. How much water should be added to make the ratio 2 is to 1? We have a direct formula for this question. So, which is x into A into D minus B into C upon C into A plus B. So x here becomes your total quantity of mixture and A, B, C, D are the ratios A, B, C and D. If we put into this formula, we'll get a direct answer 40 times AD minus BC AD minus BC. Upon C into A plus B. C is 2, A plus B is 4, which becomes 40 into 3 minus 2 upon 8, which will be 5 liters. So we need to add 5 liters of water to make the ratio 2 is to 1. But let's take another look at it. So we have a mixture where 3 parts is milk and 1 part is water, and later on the ratio becomes 2 is to 1. So milk, water. Remember, we are adding water here, so the quantity of milk remains same. Previously we had 30 liters of milk and 10 liters of water, and on the latest stage we get 2 is to 1. So the quantity of milk remains same, which means when ratio of 2 is 30, when ratio of 2 is 30, 1 is 15, correct? If you take it into proportion, we'll get when 2 is 30 liters of milk, 1 becomes 15. So 1 unit becomes 15 and 2 unit becomes 30. 1 unit becomes 15. So what it means is later on we have 15 liters of water and 30 liters of milk. So 30 was constant. What we did was we added 5 more liters. We had previously 10 liters of water. Now we have 15 liters of water, which means we added 5 liters of water. A similar question you will find in the next question. The ratio of milk to water in a mixture is 3:2. When 4 liters of water is added, the ratio becomes equal. Find the quantity of milk and water. Let's see. The ratio is 3:2. Now the ratio becomes equal, which means 3:3, by adding just 4 liters of water. So here we are seeing that 1 unit of change is occurring. 1 unit by adding 4 liters of water, which means 1 unit is equal to 4 liters. Similarly, 3 units will become 3 into 4, which is 12 liters, and 2 will become 2 into 4 liters, which is 8 liters. So previously we had 12 liters of milk and 8 liters of water. We can also use a direct formula for this, which is x times A upon C minus B. Let's put this into use. X is our water added, so 4 times A, which is 3, upon C minus B. C is again 3, so 3 minus B. B is 2, which is 12 liters. So you got the quantity of milk. Here you can further find the quantity of water by using this formula as well. Next question. Okay, so in the next video we'll discuss some medium difficulty level questions, your doubts, and you can send our doubt problems to our Competition Safari email ID, which is competitionsafari@gmail.com. You can also contact us on the given number. If you find the video helpful, please subscribe and like our videos. Thank you and see you in the next part.